Lucy Edwards, Director of Client Success at VHT Studios, and now Metaport. And I'm at Weichert Realtors in New Jersey. And my guest today is Bill Schiavone. And Bill is the president of Weichert Realtors as well as Weichert Realtors affiliates or franchise.
Yes.
It's great to be here, Bill.
Thanks for being here.
And
Thanks for coming.
Very nice to meet you. Would like to talk to today about, first of all, your rich history. Weichert has been around for a long time. You and your affiliates are in 40 plus states. So let's talk about the history and how you started.
Yeah, I'd love to tell you about that. I always start every day saying, how lucky am I? And part of that is I woke up, I'm above ground. The second part is I love my job because I get to go and tell this story about the rich history of Jim Weichert starting in 1969 in Chatham, New Jersey, building out that office with his wife and growing the business, and how he grew the business methodically over time, adding on services after service after service, with really a couple things in mind. One is people buy people before they buy a product or service. So it's always people first with our company. And the second thing was really, we can only grow our business if we have good people. And I think that's one of the key things, both in our company footprint as well as in our franchise. We look for good quality people who want to engage into our tools and systems to help them grow their business. And I always tell the story of that Jim told me how he got started. And he went to the train station in Chatham and he handed out business cards every single day, every morning and every afternoon. And as he handed out the business cards, he'd say, if you're thinking of buying or selling a home, please think of me. My name's Jim Weichert. And then lo and behold, he gets appointments. And the story goes on that he gets his first listing appointment. And he had no money to do anything to market the home. So he went around, put signs up all over Chatham, New Jersey to get people to go to an open house. We believe we invented open houses, or Jim invented the open house. And the story goes, he had a lot of people come to the open house. And later in the week, someone saw his mom walking through town. And they said, wow, Jimmy's made it big. I see his signs everywhere. All he had was one listing, but he held it open and marketed it properly. And really the business took off from there. And they methodically grew the business because he had a formula. And then that formula was repeated every single year of how to expand that business. And then now we're in 43 states. Mm-hmm. We have nearly 500 offices, both company owned and franchised. And but those true beliefs of people buy people before they buy a product or service still hold true today all across the country.
People buy people. I so agree with you. And real estate business is based on relationship business. And relationship is between people. So
right.
That is so important. And he probably touched a lot of lives when he was just in person, shaking hands, talking about himself and inviting them over to the open house or to list the house with him.
You know, one of our ad campaigns years ago, and we still use it across the country, is invite us in, we'll bring results. And that's one of the greatest things is if we can get in and talk to people, which is, it's a people business. And I always like to say, you know, people say get nose to nose, belly to belly. You know, I like to say we get heart to heart because we want to work with our clients, right? It's all about the customer experience. So when we focus, and this started back in 1969 to today, it's all about the customer experience. Are we delivering our best for the customer to give the greatest level of service and the greatest experience they have? And if you do that, they're going to come back twofold. You're going to get the referral business. You're going to continue to get their family's business down the line. I have a gentleman that lives on my street here in New Jersey who said he's bought and sold about 4 different homes all through Weichert. And Jim Weichert was his first salesperson. Oh, really? So he stays with the company because of the level of service that he got. You know,
that is
it's just
a great
tremendous.
Testimonial. That is a fabulous testimonial.
I love it. Yeah, it's fantastic.
And you have, what, 6,000 agents and 7,000 with affiliates. So that is a great network.
Yeah.
Also network for referral business and also for connecting your clients with someone else in a different state.
Yeah, when you look at our entire company, because Weichert's made up of over 16 different real estate related companies. But when you look at just our 3 that deal in the residential side of the business with the company owned offices, over 6,000 agents. In the franchise world, we have over 7,000 agents. And then we have a referral company that has over 5,000. So when you're really looking at that, we're close to 20,000 licenses within the Weichert family of companies. And that doesn't even include, obviously, all of our all under one roof that we have about the customer experience. What that is our mortgage, title, and insurance. So it's really, we look at having this process as taking the care of the customer from the day we meet them, however, which way we meet them, whether it's an open house or a phone call or a community event, we can take care of them all the way through to even their car insurance. So, I mean, that's what we want to do. It's about the customer experience.